What's up, everybody? Matthew here. Thanks for checking into the YouTube channel. Hey, today we're going to have fun only. This is only for fun. I don't want anyone to get too excited in the comments. I don't want you to crash the comments section. But we're having fun today because there is a tournament happening right now about Reformed podcasts. And I saw this on X or Twitter the other day, and it got me really interested. So I want to show you this. Let's switch over here to share screen mode. I want you all to go over and give a follow to Dead Men Walking Podcast. He's the guy who came up with this idea, and I think it's brilliant, by the way. So Dead Man Walking, if you're out there listening to this, good job for this. He came up with an idea to do a tournament of Reformed podcasts. Let's go down and we'll have a look here at the bracket. Here it is right here, the bracket. Now, let me just acknowledge that I was a wrestler, right? And so when I see a bracket, I just get insanely pumped. I want to start flexing. I want to go see who I'm paired up against. Who am I ranked against? Who do I have in the first round? What seed am I? Who's going to be in the semis? Who's going to be in the finals? So I love this idea. I think it's brilliant on his part. And I'm just going to be honest and say, Dead Men Walking, this was a great idea. And I'll tell you two reasons why this is a really good idea for him to do this. Number one, when, as they say, when the water rises, it lifts all boats, right? So this is a great way to help promote all of the other Reformed podcasts that are out there. I think that's a brilliant idea. You know, there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of darkness, there's a lot of selfishness in this world, and to do something like this to help other podcasts, I think is a really cool idea. And not only that, but here's my second reason. This gives you a glimpse at a bunch of other podcasts that perhaps you did not even know exist. Now, obviously, you've got like the Dividing Line on there, ranked number one, seeded number one. You've got Apologia on there. There's a bunch of other ones that you've probably heard of. But here's kind of the fun part. There is a bunch of other podcasts that you've never heard of on this list. And therefore, when you get bored of your podcast, you can go subscribe to some other stuff and you can find out some podcasts that maybe you did not know existed. So that is really cool. So I want to just thank Dead Man Walking for doing this tournament. I think it's a really fun way to just kind of share the faith. Are there too many Reformed podcasts out there? Yeah, probably. But you know what? I think as many ways as we can get out the gospel, it's probably a very good thing. I know that this podcast right here that you're watching on YouTube has been a source of what I hope is a lot of edification for the church, and certainly it's been good for Gospel Fellowship PCA. Gets our name out there. People come visit us because of this YouTube channel, so that's all very good. Hey, before I go further and make a complaint, though, I am going to make a complaint to Dead Men Walking here in just a minute. Let me take a moment to just share something with you that's on my heart right now. This is some good news, as a matter of fact. So my book on Jonathan Edwards and joy, right here, Theology of Joy, Jonathan Edwards, and Eternal Happiness in the Holy Trinity, this just came out in Audible form, okay, on Amazon. So I'm going to post a link in the description of this video to Audible, so where you can go and grab this if you want to listen to the book rather than reading it, okay? So that's pretty cool, and I'm thankful for David Martin, my narrator, who read this book for me. In fact, here it is over on Amazon if you want to go grab it. It is now available in Kindle, audiobook, and paperback form. All right, let's go back to the tournament here, because let me make a gripe to Dead Men Walking. My man, my homeboy, yours truly was excluded from the list. What do I have to do to get in this tournament, my man? What do I have to do to qualify? How do I get ranked? How do I get seeded? How do I qualify for this? I'm looking through a lot of these podcasts here, and I'm going to be honest and tell you that I have not heard of a lot of them. I guess that's the point. That's a good thing. But some of these guys, they only have like 24 subscribers. I think, Dead Men Walking, that there should be a rule that to qualify, you have to have more than just your own family that subscribes to your podcast. Okay, now I think podcasting is a great thing. It is probably true that half of Reformed podcasts are the same three dudes recording their Zoom calls and posting them under different labels. Okay, so when Mikey posts it, it's called the Reformed Dudecast, and when Vinny posts it, it's called Reformed Homeboys Live, and when Donnie records, and uploads it to his channel, it's called Reformed Dudeness Hour or something like that. So there's a little bit of that happening here in this tournament. I would like to see some other guys qualified besides those who are basically just recording their Zoom calls and sharing the same stuff. For instance, Dead Men Walking. Question. How did you miss Redeemed Zoomer? He has hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube. He has videos that have millions of views. If you added up the number 2 seed and the number 4 seed, their subscribers together, it's not even close to what Redeemed Zoomer has. Now, do I agree with everything that Redeemed Zoomer says? No, of course not. I disagree with him. For instance, I think his infatuation with buildings and architecture is, I don't get it. It's just not me, I guess. But man, how can you ignore that? Or how about Gavin Ortland? Okay, Gavin Ortland has 54,000 subscribers on YouTube. How is he not ranked and qualified here for this particular tournament? So my man, Dead Men Walking, next year when you fill out these brackets, there should be a rule that maybe subscribers need to be in the double digits. Okay, is that too much? Maybe have 1,000 views total total to qualify for a tournament like this. It's a great idea, and I'm gonna vote. And if I haven't heard of some of these guys, then I'm gonna vote just based on the name, because I don't know who Donnie and Vinny and Mikey are. Again, a lot of these are just recorded Zoom calls, but I love the idea. It's a great way to promote reform podcasting in the community, and Dead Men Walking, great idea. Thank you so much for doing it. Next year, I'm coming after you. Next year, you don't want the smoke, man. Next year, I'm going to win this thing. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for having fun with me. I hope this was fun. Thanks for checking in. Love you lots. Talk to you later.